Hey, we are back. Hello, everybody. I think the mic is working, everything is working. And I have next to me Christian, game designer on Trailmakers. And you told me you were kind of excited to return to this.
Super excited.
Why are you excited?
It's been a while. I've been a little bit out of the loop. I recently became a dad, so I didn't have time to do all the fun streaming stuff together with you. But hopefully that's about to change.
What's up with all my streaming buddies becoming dads?
Yeah, it's a curse.
Like, that's the reason Andreas is not here, became a dad. Everyone who enters this room becomes a dad except me. Oh well, that's not... No, let's get into what we're here to talk about. We have the official release date for 1.7 Spacebound, which we will not tell you right now. We will save that for the end of the stream. So otherwise I just say that and then you all tune out, and because you don't care about the weapons, I guess you just care about
the most boring stuff.
The most boring stuff. Should we take a look at those weapons?
Yes.
Okay, let's start off here with the blocks. Let's look at them. What are we looking at here, Christian?
Nice. Yeah, there's a few new weapon blocks here. So starting from the left, we got something that looks a little bit like a smart cannon, but more glowy, and that is the blaster. So you can shoot like laser rays. Pew pew.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Nice. Can you do a sound effect for every one of the blocks?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yes, that's
what sound does the next one make?
We'll do a little bit on this first.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, that's a really cool block, and it has the same power level as the minigun, and should be kind of the same, like if you're fighting against someone with a minigun. It does more damage, but shoots slower. And the very cool thing about this is that you can color the blasts.
Oh yeah.
Whichever color you want.
The secondary color, will determine the color of your blaster. So you can paint your laser shots literally any color.
Yes, that is gonna be so cool. I can't wait to see what weird, like non-weapon things people are gonna make with that.
I can't wait for the first build challenge with these blocks.
Oh yeah.
That's gonna be insane, I think.
It's gonna be really fun.
All right.
And then I think we should take the little one next to. That's like the tiny version of the blaster. That's gonna cost 2 power cores, and it's gonna do all the same things as the blaster, but just one auto aim. So the same thing as with the tiny cannon.
Yeah, because it can turn, right?
Yeah.
Whereas this one can turn and auto aim. This one is just
static.
A stick.
It's the stick.
It's a laser stick.
Yes. It's like a badly functioning lightsaber or something.
Yeah. That only shoots in like bursts.
Stuttering.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So let's go to the big guy in the top there. That is the energy shield.
Yes.
That is a really cool block. So yeah.
I can just say something real. Someone in chat right now is saying, "Are these DLC blocks?" No, it's not. No. Everything you will be seeing. We already covered the DLC parts in another stream. That was most notably the rocket engine and the space fighter cockpit, and then a few cosmetic blocks. But what we're showing you here, all the weapons and everything here is free.
Yeah.
Go on.
Yeah. So the shield block is a super heavy block. It's hard. It's a bit hard to place because it only gotten up some 1, 2, 3, 4 sides. And what it does is it generates a shield. I don't know, you also probably have some...
I have video, we'll be showing that.
Yeah, so don't worry about my terrible description here. So yeah, it generates a shield, not all the way around you, but on top of the block. And you can manipulate the size of that shield. So if you want the profile to be a bit slimmer, you can do that, longer, and yeah. So that's pretty cool.
And then you can you would need, if you need like full 360 coverage, you will need 2 of these blocks.
Yes,
because you will need one that points up and one that points down to give you the full 2 halves.
Exactly, on top of each other. Yeah. And it's fine. Like sometimes if you're on a car, you can also just it's fine with just like the top. You don't need the bottom. But on a spaceship, it's good to have both.
Does it stop blocks or just bullets and rockets?
Just bullets. rockets, blasts, those things.
Yeah.
You can ram through it with your car.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you can still just go like a last Hail Mary. You could just crash into the other person.
Yeah, I was actually playing against Elias.
Yeah.
He was having a build with dynamites and sticks, ramming me through my shield. So that's a valid tactic.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, we're almost at 100 viewers now. 97. Wow. Guess
Nice.
people really want, or otherwise they're just waiting for the launch date.
Yeah, that could be it.
But now I think it has something to do. We still need to find out what this weird contraption here is.
Yeah, so that weird thing was born because of the shield. This is the EMP blaster. This is the thing to kind of counter the shields. So one shot from those and your shield will be down.
Yep.
And it has a really cool secondary thing. So if it hits your car without shield, it doesn't do any damage, but your shield or your car will start to do weird things. So all the functioning blocks there's a chance that they will be affected and do weird stuff like shoot and drive in weird directions and stuff.
Yeah.
That's kind of a fun thing.
It kind of confuses your vehicle for a while. So yeah, like Christian said, if you're hit by it without a shield, there's a chance that it will just scramble all your inputs. Yeah. So it will just start using the inputs on your spacecraft for you, firing rockets, turning, and like making your vehicle a little bit confused for a little while.
Exactly. It's really deadly against airplanes as well. So if you're flying low, then like some of your steering blocks just go nuts and then you ram into something.
I had a space fight with someone from here where I shot them with the EMP and it scrambled the inputs and it made their spacecraft turn around and shoot me with an EMP.
Wow.
And then I got scrambled. So I kind of got played by my own EMP.
Yeah. Yeah, you need to be careful with that. You don't know what happens.
Should we jump into some video stuff?
Let's do that.
Let's start out by showing you the shield.
Yeah.
I have recorded a little video earlier today in my neat little spaceship here.
Yeah, looks awesome.
There's a bunch of space pirates here, and they're just patrolling the area around the space sector, and you can see in a second they're going to start shooting me, and boom, I toggle my shield on.
Effect is so nice.
Yeah, and you can see they're just hammering away on my shield. And the shield does have HP.
Yes.
I don't know if you can hear it, but it has sort of like this ringing sound, and the pitch sort of gets higher and higher every time the shield is hit.
Oh, that's actually something I didn't know. That's super nice.
Indicating that, like, when the pitch is really high, your shield is very, very close to breaking.
Yeah.
And we're gonna show that in a second here as well, I think. Yeah. I think here they're gonna take out the top half of my shield and the bottom half there. So I'll be without shields for a while and then just flying around, and then after a couple of seconds the shield will return automatically, but it will return in a very broken state.
Yeah.
So it'll be super easy to break the shield again.
Yeah, it takes about 10 seconds for the shield to get back to full.
Yeah. And this is just some first person action to see what it looks like there. Boom.
Oh, nice hit.
Yeah, that was a good clip. Alright, that's the shield. You'll see more of that. I guess what I also want to show is the EMP.
Yeah.
And another thing that I didn't even think about when recording this is I wanted to show what it looked like when an EMP hit your shield, the way it sort of one-shots your shield. But at the same time, it's also showing a new thing, which is a distance indicator.
Yes.
When you're fighting, you can see how far away your opponent is at all times if you have the HUD on. And you can see in just a second, it'll shoot the EMP, and it just one-shots my shield.
I'm so happy we got the distance indicators.
Yeah, it really does a lot.
It's very hard to be in space without those.
Yeah. So, but as you can see, like we mentioned earlier, I have two shield generators on this, one at the top, one at the bottom, and he hits the top one, obviously. So I still have the bottom shield. But yeah, EMP is just one shot.
Yeah.
EMPs are just bad news for shields in general. Then we just have a couple of like fight clips that I guess I can show. While I don't know if this one was to show some more first-person action.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but I feel like during the time we've played Space in the office, I feel like first-person is how it's supposed to be played.
It's somehow a lot easier.
Yeah.
With
there's something about it.
Yeah.
Like, look at you, maneuvering through this asteroid field.
I think it's because there's no up, and in all our cameras there's up except for first person.
Yeah.
So it just works better.
It definitely does.
Yeah.
And there are these space pirates. They're not only at Nassau, the planet we showed, but also they're also patrolling the area. And in sandbox mode, you can also play peaceful sandbox. But in regular sandbox, you will have these patrols all over the space sector that you will run in from time to time. I ran into a squadron of them here in an asteroid field, and we had a little skirmish.
Nice. You're getting pretty good at it.
Yeah, the fighters also getting pretty good. We had to nerf the space pirates.
Yeah, they were quite tough.
Yeah, we had a version of this where the space pirates were just insane and they were just doing kamikaze. That was the weirdest phase. Like, they would just shoot, and when they were out of shots, they would just be flying into your plane instead. And
they were learning.
It was getting a little bit annoying. You can also see what this shield looks like in first person here. It does give a little bit of an... Oh yeah, the shield changes colors based on your secondary colors.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
That is super nice as well. That's a super nice feature. You can customize it way more.
Yeah. Basically, you can change the colors of basically everything in this.
Yeah. Yeah, also with the quantum rudders.
Yeah, the quantum rudders too.
And the space thrusters.
Difficulty mode would be nice, someone is saying. It's not going to be this time around.
No.
That could be something fun to play with it. If we should definitely at some point release the version of it where the space pirates were just absolutely insane. Because there was something chaotically fun about it.
The Bo edition.
The Bo edition.
Yeah, yes, that would be amazing. I think the difficulty could be nice, so that you can also put airborne and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But not today.
Not today. Not for 1.7. And probably not 1.7.1.
No.
We've talked about this planet a lot. That's the pirate planet. Yes. But we've never actually shown battle. Here I am flying a very cool spaceship. This one is made by one of our beta testers. He's Lucrum. People probably know him from the build challenge. He has won the build challenge multiple times. 5 times, I think.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah. And
that looks so awesome.
And he built this, and this clip is, I guess, just to show how chaotic things get when you get close to this moon. Oof. There's a lot of enemies. I don't think we've showed that before. Just exactly how many enemies there actually are here.
And if you fly around a little bit, then you pull them all, and then they're all on your tail.
Yeah, exactly. Plus you have the turret, the pew turret towers.
Turret towers,
as we call them.
Yeah.
That fires EMPs.
Yes. They're not flagged this time. It's EMP.
The flag rounds have been switched out with the EMP rounds.
Yeah. And you can also destroy them with the blasters.
Do all the other weapons work in space?
Yes.
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
Don't you worry about that. I'm personally, I've always, like, as I came in when, like, Airborne was in late development, and I fell in love with the rocket launcher.
Oh yeah.
That's my favorite weapon.
That is such a fun weapon.
I feel like it's the most skill-based weapon.
Yeah, it's the melee weapon in disguise, right?
Yeah, it is.
It's like the knife.
Exactly, it is the Trailmakers melee weapon.
Yeah. I really like that. Maybe we should talk about something else here. There's some new UI changes in terms of the reticles.
Yes.
So I personally had a big beef with the old reticles. I didn't like how much space they took.
Nope.
And they would merge all the weapons into one big one. And I wanted you to be able to tell what weapons you had
You can probably see them more clearly here.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah. So you can see each type of weapon has their own reticle. So like the crosses, they are the blasters, and the one in the middle is the EMP blaster.
Yeah.
And then you can see each individual weapons when it locks as well.
You can see that if you only have an EMP lock, or if you only have like the blaster lock.
Yeah.
And they're a lot less intrusive.
Yeah, that was the idea, right?
Yeah.
That it would be a lot less intrusive and be a bit more informative. You can also see that when you're shooting, you get some ammo indicators in the bottom. It's not displaying right now, but
I think we got a glimpse of them there.
Yeah, right there, right. So that then you can see your loading progress on your different weapon types. So you have the blaster to the left and the EMP on the right.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think that's also a bit more handy than having one bar for all ammo types.
Here came the inevitable question. How in the world does the gunpowder cannon work in space? There's literally no oxygen to burn for it. Have you seen when I shoot down the space pirates here? Have you noticed what happened to them? They literally go up in flames, and not only that, but they crash.
Yeah, Trailmakers Space.
Trailmakers Space is we also wanted to do fun space.
Yeah.
And if it had to be realistic space, it can't both be realistic space and be fun.
Yeah.
Space is boring.
Thank God they're not questioning the flat planets.
Yes, no one's mentioned that.
No.
Why is there a fire?
Yeah.
Not why are the planets flat? Yeah. Yeah. So we have fire and gunpowder. We also have sound in space.
Yeah.
It's arcade space, but still with a bit of respect to those who want to do like the NASA experience. For example, we talked about last time, if you turn on your thrusters and just go forward, and you turn off your thrusters again, you will maintain that speed.
Yeah.
So if you are going 300 kilometers per hour, you will continue to go 300 kilometers per hour forever.
Yeah.
Even after you shut down your thrusters. And that's sort of like the part where we try to do more conventional space.
Yeah. That part is really nice.
Still respecting the physics somewhat.
Yeah, and you can do some of the cool space things like exit in the atmosphere, like building a rocket and flying up through the atmosphere and out into zero-G space.
What happened to SS Borg? You know what? There are actually, on the Galena 9 space station, there are turbos you can talk to.
Yeah.
And one of the turbos, you need to find out where that turbo is, will actually tell you some background lore behind the SS Borg.
Oh, I need to go talk to them.
Yeah, so there is mystery behind that wreckage. But there are, like I said, there's not a campaign like in Airborne, but there are story elements.
Yeah.
So you can go around and talk to NPCs. You won't get objectives, but you can learn a bit more.
And there's some fun stuff to discover.
Yeah,
like
there's
a lot of hidden things.
Yeah, there's a lot of fun stuff too. I showed a little bit, like I showed the cave on Mygoterra last time, and but there's so much more that we haven't shown that you can actually find in this world. Oof, I did not like the pronunciation of Galena. I think I'm saying it in a bit Danish way, maybe. Galena? What would you say?
I would say it exactly like you.
Galena 9, right?
Galena.
Galena 9?
Sorry, Lucra.
What happened to behind the seat camera? Nothing happened to behind the seat camera, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just playing first person here.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Nothing. We didn't remove behind the seat camera. I'm just not showing it in the video.
Isn't it on top of seat or something?
Yeah, it's more like on top in this cockpit, I think.
We want. Okay.
Wow, you guys are just focusing on the weirdest things when we're showing you like the coolest stuff. Okay, we have actually, because you guys do love your concept art, we've established that before. We didn't have that much concept art for the weapons. The only two things I managed to find was here's the force field.
Yeah.
Which
that's called energy shield now.
Yeah, that's called energy shield, and it's a lot. It's bigger than this now.
Yeah.
It used to be that you could just place it on top of your ship. Now it's actually like a really, really big block.
Maybe we should have shown them this. Now they all just want the small shield back.
Yeah, but that's tough. That's tough luck. That's the negative side of showing concept art.
Yes.
Once in a while you show people something that I would rather have had that.
Yeah.
And they haven't even tried it yet.
Now they can dream about that.
You can even do like a mushroom kind of.
Yeah, that's a good illustration of how you can alter them.
Yeah, so you can go into settings on your shield, and you can. Okay, people can't see it because I'm in the way here. Wow, this is high production value. Maybe if I make it really big.
That's great.
Now you can see it here. Yeah, that's the difference.
That's a good way to also make it fit around your ship, so like it's harder to hit the shield, right?
Yeah, I think you can sort of tell the difference between like here the ship I made. You can see I didn't do anything in settings. This was just like the default shield size, whereas I think Lucrum's build uses like more of an egg shape.
Yeah.
We'll also talk about like the animation when the shield comes up. It's so cool.
Yeah. Enrique did such a great job on those effects.
Yeah.
It's next level stuff.
Yeah, it just looks great. And also when you're being hit, right?
Yeah. Shattered.
Like when you're actually taking shots, like the ripple waves effects here.
Yeah.
Oh my god. That just I could watch this just over and over again.
Oh.
It looks so good. It looks so good. Like it really came a long way, the shield, from the first iteration of it.
I remember I did some placeholder particle effects on that and it looked very bad.
Okay, one more here. That's the EMP. Hasn't changed all that much.
Oh.
It's probably the block that has been through, maybe the blaster has been through the fewest iterations.
Yeah. I think the look of it hasn't changed, but we've tweaked it a lot, I think.
Yeah.
It's been really hard balancing the whole like EMP versus shields versus projectiles versus blasters and explosions and all that.
Yeah.
But I hope it turned out well.
Yeah. I think it did. We have more great illustrations here from Sasha, from the woman who brought you Pew Pew Turret Tower. Here comes boom, crackle, crackle, crackle.
Oh, yes.
Which is what the EMP does, basically. I think that's all the content we have. Do you have stuff to add?
We did a lot of other small tweaks, but maybe people will find out.
Maybe we'll use that in another hour.
Yeah, let's use that in another hour.
Yeah. Well, I guess
We have another announcement, right?
the first announcement is that Wednesday, next week, October 25th, me and Christian, you might remember that when Airborne released, me and Christian went up against UC and Scrapman in the first devs versus creators, where UC and Scrapman won. Then the second one was Christian and Jeppe versus UC and Scrapman. They battled in airships. This time the devs won. So now the score is equalized, but we need to find a winner. And we will find that winner next Wednesday, October 25th, where UC and Scrapman will go up against us in a spaceship fight to the death.
Oh, yeah.
And the winner of this, I guess, is just the Ultimate King.
Yeah.
So let's see who is better, content creators or devs. So mark your calendar, next week, October 25th, devs versus creator, episode 3, space. And speaking of dates, the launch date for 1.7.
Ooh.
Can you give me a drum roll? I give myself. Oh, the entire table is shaking. Early 2024. No, I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding. October 31st this year.
Oh,
October 31st. So that's in what, 12 days ish? It's a Tuesday. And October 31st. This is where, it's a spooky update. It's Halloween. That's where you will all get access to space. Oh, there's a little spaceship behind us there. Where's that going?
Oh my god.
Okay. Well, October 31st. That's where everyone will get access to the 1.7 Spacebound update. And
There we have it.
there we have it. Go tell your friends. Go tell your mom if she cares. I know my mom won't.
Yeah.
Go tell your dog if you don't have any friends. I don't know. Yeah. I'm always bad at ending these things.
Well, you'll be back soon, right?
Yeah, I'll be back.
And I'll be back on Wednesday.
And you'll be back on Wednesday.
Yeah, and we'll be
fight.
prepared.
Yes.
Yeah.
So don't go anywhere. I will be right back with the Wild West Build Challenge with Elias.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. See you guys.
See
It was
you.
a pleasure.